But there is great opportunity here too. As we look at our position in the world, we should remind ourselves that we are a nation with a great inheritance, a nation that makes a difference, a nation that stands tall. Inevitably, there are those who say that we are in retreat, those who believe that as we leave the European Union, we turn our back on the world. But this could not be further from the truth. Whether people voted leave or remain, they believe that Britain must continue to play an important and major role on the international stage. It is my belief that Britain has its greatest opportunity in 50 years to redefine our role. As we leave the European Union and the world changing so rapidly, it is up to us to seize the opportunities that Brexit brings. We will build new alliances, rekindle old ones, and most importantly, make it clear that we are the country that will act when required. We should be the nation that people turn to when the world needs leadership. And defence will be pivotal in reinforcing Britain's role as an outward-looking nation. We're making sure it does so in a number of key ways. Firstly, by increasing our global presence and building on our alliances. NATO, 70 years on from its founding, remains the bedrock of our nation's defence. In the past 5 years, the alliance has come a long way. It is far more focused and ready to deter and defend against Russian hostile acts. But more European nations need to be ready and capable of responding to, stepping up to the 2% NATO target and not being distracted by the notion of an EU army. Britain must be willing and able to lead the alliance, to bring stability in a changing world. We're a leader in NATO, this year hosting the leaders' meeting here in London. Alongside this, we've sent a battle group to Estonia to support NATO's enhanced forward presence. We lead multinational maritime task groups in the Mediterranean and defend the skies over the Black Sea and the Baltic Sea. And we strongly support NATO's readiness initiative to make sure forces are available and ready to do their job. And in NATO, we must stand firm against Russia's non-compliance with the INF Treaty. If necessary, being ready to deal with the threat that new Russian missile systems may pose. The alliance must develop its ability to handle the kind of provocations that Russia is throwing at us. Such action from Russia must come at a cost. Nor can we forget those countries outside of NATO who face a day-to-day struggle with Russian attempts to undermine their very sovereignty. We stand ready to support our friends in Ukraine and the Balkans. These countries have the right to choose their own destiny and be free from Russian interference. At the same time, in such an uncertain age, like-minded nations must come together to increase their own security. That is why the United Kingdom is leading the 9-nation Joint Expeditionary Force, which in a few months' time will take part in its first deployment to the Baltics. But we must not see